I love this poster. It's awesome.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Tunay na Rider Halloween special.
Alam mo pinaka nakakatakot na na Halloween character?
Yung mga politician.
Patayin kita.
We should actually, I think we'll give out an OtterBox case. And the question is, who's a Tunay na Rider? Jenna, Buck, Jolly, or me has the best costume?
What?
Uy,
My costume isn't even... I forgot about costumes. So I kind of...
They just have to vote.
Okay.
Ito na pinaka-Halloween party ng lahat. Ayan,
Halloween party
si King
ng
nandito
bayan.
na. Welcome to the party,
What's
King.
Hi, King.
Welcome to the Halloween party, King.
So all you have to do to win...
si Lucky. Naka-costume ka ba, Lucky?
Hey, Lucky. Why don't you invite her into StreamYard so she can join us and fill in for me? Because guys...
Open na to. Anybody...
Ayo, mahilig to
Mahilig
to bumili na second hand eh.
Oh, Lucky. Sana Lucky?
Oh.
If you guys want to join the show, just ping us and we'll send you the link, Lucky.
Like Clubhouse style?
Basta dapat may horror story kayong ma-share.
Oo. If we have a horror story,
tatakotan tayo.
Like horror story.
Why don't you just type it in the comments and we'll read some of them out loud?
Yeah.
But I know Sophie. That this episode is gonna target me. I'm gonna feel so like I'm guilty.
Okay, so
like GB.
To join today's raffle, you just have to vote who among the Tunay na Rider hosts has the best costume.
Tapos, mapapanalunan mo yung costume nila.
You will also win an OtterBox case this week since wala tayong
Not fair. It's funny to be a guest on stage.
Yung nag-vote yung mananalo.
Yeah, what the hell?
Hindi namin pinag-usapan magka-costume. It just so happened.
I know. My costume sucks. I didn't even prepare.
Wait, hindi ako nakakatakot.
What? Hindi naman nakakatakot yung Ibba eh. Ito, yung kay Buck, hindi rin eh.
Ang Halloween hindi sa puro takutan, ano ba? It's
all
about having fun with friends. Oh, ganun yun.
Kala ko takutan, kaya nakatakot kaya yung mask ko na to.
Wait. Before we go into the costumes, I just want to say, para sa podcast listeners, this is the Tunay na Rider Halloween episode where we talk about secondhand bike horror stories.
So that hopefully you guys can avoid our mistakes and our friends' mistakes.
Yep. So if you people viewing, listening, if you have any horror stories that you want to share, post them in the comments, and that will get you a chance to win something super cool from OtterBox and a whole bunch of others.
Michael Ong, hindi either. Pwede naman both eh. Alam nyo, sino, ano to eh, ito yung pang DGR ko eh. Dapper to.
Leather. Oo nga
Dapper
pala, leather
Jolly.
yan.
Oo, dapper to. Tinan mo, leather, oh.
Hold dapper. I love it.
Oo.
Hold
Hold
Dapper.
dapper.
Hold
I love it.
dapper.
Galing.
Oo.
Super BDSM. Okay, for all of the listeners who can't see us right now, let's describe everyone's
Jolly.
costumes.
Si Jolly muna.
So
Tapos
Jolly has
mag-show na tayo.
a full face leather mask with holes for eyes and his mouth, and grommets as a
Rivets.
whole. Rivets. Rivets for his nostrils.
Bring out
Oy.
the Jolly.
He's
Habang
basically like full
habang
BDSM.
parating na ang 11-11 sa Lazada nga pala. Nabili ko lang to sa Lazada. Oo, 200 pesos lang to, men.
Share mo yung link.
And Buck right now is wearing sunglasses, and he drew a mustache on earlier backstage by looking at the computer with latency,
Oh,
with
patay
delays.
naman ah.
Kumpara saan?
Kumpara sa
Permanent
tunay kong
marker yan.
bugote.
And then
Permanent marker yan.
I've got feather boa and metallic lipstick and yellow sunglasses because I'm
Ano ka,
a
Death
lazy
Note?
glamster or a vulture.
Shinigami.
Kala ko Death Note.
Let's just go with that. I'm a Shinigami, basically. Look up what that is. And then last but not least is Ibba, who's got
I am the rare and mythical badass Pinoy unicorn.
with like a full pink hoodie and
Nag-glitter
and
pa
a
pala yun.
glittering golden horn, unicorn horn.
Glittering shimmer.
Grab. Uy, ito yung pinakamagandang pinaka nabola ako kay Mikey. Daig ko pa raw si Razor Ramon.
Hey, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
All right. I have no idea what
Razor
we're doing
Ramon
on this
Smitami.
show.
Wow, that's old
Ayun,
school.
bago tayo magsimula sa ating takutan, i-share muna natin yung ating sikreto sa pagmamonetize ng ating podcast.
Share
Ang
na.
Podmetrics. Podmetrics! Tadan! Podmetrics! Kasi ang Podmetrics platform yan that allows us to have full control kung paano tayo nagmamonetize ng aming podcast. So kung gusto mong kumita sa podcast mo, gusto mong mag-advertise sa podcast mo, or kahit nag-iisip ka palang mag-podcast, mag-sign up na kayo gamit dun sa link sa description, sa comment sa baba, tapos gamitin nyo yung aming referral code. One word, all caps, Tunay na Rider, para pwede ka na mag-monetize ng inyong podcast. Tapos, ikaw na ba mag-plug ng kape?
Ako na ba?
Oo, ikaw na.
Teka, hindi pa ako nagkakape. Nalilito na ako eh. Dapat kasi
Nako,
bumili
yun
tayo
lang.
ng Tunay na Rider Coffee. Available at Shopee. Mamaya papost namin yung link. Magsibili kayo. Doon kayo na
Magsibili kayo.
Ng Tunay na Rider Coffee.
Bumili kayo, kundi magkatago ako sa ilalim ng kama yung suot-suot ko tong maskarang to.
In-announce ni Ibba yung raffle daw. Raffle for today. Mag-vote kayo kung sino ang may pinakamagandang costume.
Yun. Tapos, ang raffle natin yung costume na suot.
Oh, I don't.
Joke lang.
I'm not giving this up.
Joke lang.
And
So, ito muna.
The other way you can join the raffle, so there are two ways, is by sharing your Moto Horror Stories in buying a second-hand bike in the comments.
Oo. Alam nyo kasi, wala nang mas nakakatakot pa sa pagiging isang bike enthusiast kundi yung sa pagbili ng second-hand na motorsiklo. Kaya mag-share tayo ng ating mga horror stories sa pagbili natin ng mga second-hand. Para yung mga listeners natin, matatakot na ngayong Halloween, baka may matutunan pang leksyon.
Oh, may vote na ako. Maraming salamat, King.
Simulan na natin.
Alright.
Oo, sige. Story number 1. Bakpago.
List number 1. Ito, pang Halloween talaga to eh. wag na
Oh.
wag kayong makikipag-deal sa gabi at madilim yung lugar. Yan.
It's a good idea.
Alam mo
That's a
bakit?
good tip.
Kasi baka
Bakit?
makita mo si Jolly.
Una-una,
Kuya Pengi,
baka
pero-
ma-hold up ka. Paano kung trap lang yun?
Uy, seryoso yun ha? May mga modus na ganun, di ba?
Oo, may ganon. Bigla ka nalang tututukan tapos makikita mo si Jolly, sasabihin sa'yo,
Ano? Tuloy mo.
Hindi na. Ayoko mag-isip na masama. Ano ko ba sa kapwa? God bless. So, yun. For safety reasons, dapat, either daytime or kung kakilala nyo yung yung nagbebenta.
Pero kwento mo ba, ano nangyari nung sumilip kayo ng motor sa dilim?
Oo.
Kasi nangyari kay
Sumilip ng
Bakto.
motor sa dilim. Okay. May binili akong motor sa Bulacan. Yan. Tapos, yun, sobrang dilim, parang gitna, magkabilaan, fish pond na. Wala ka na makita, pitch black talaga, para ka nasa abyss. Nung nabili ko na yung motor, all along, ang nasa isip ko, kulay pula yun, or blue, or black, kasi yun yung mga kulay ng mga motor na Yamaha. Kinabukasan ko na nalaman na multicolor siya tapos ang daming kulay yellow. Na ang pangit talaga nung pintura.
So, common sense, check out your bike in a well-lit area better during the day. Because iwas sa delikado and it might be the wrong color.
At pati yung mga makikita mo yung mga problema ng motor at saka yung mga pyesa niya.
Yan. Number
Yun.
2.
Number 2, Jolly.
Ayun.
Oh.
Alam mo, dati kasi talaga gustong-gusto ko ng magkaroon ng scooter. Honda Dio.
Oh,
So, may tropa tayo. Nakabili daw siya ng Dio ng mura lang daw. 15.
oh.
Tapos, Jolly, kunin mo. Sa'yo na lang din to ng 15. Pinag-ipunan ko yun. Ilang linggo ko pinag-ipunan yun.
Suot mo yung
Tapos-
mask na yan nung nag-ipon ka?
Hindi. Iba yung iniipon ko sa mascot. Tapos, nung nabili ko na yung Dio, nagkita kami ni Bak sa garahe. Sabi ni Bak, uy, ang ganda ng Dio mo ah. Magkano mo nakuha? Mura lang, 15,000 lang. Tapos sabi ba naman ni Bak, ang mahal naman noon, 4,500 lang yung bili ko sa Dio ko. Kaya,
Hindi.
tip
In
number
fairness
2,
naman in fairness naman sa Dio mo, special edition yun.
At saka kargado.
hindi, ako lang nagkarga nun. Ginasusan ko pa yun.
Another 15.
another 25. Hindi, pero yun lang. Alamin nyo muna yung market value ng motorsiklo. Minsan talaga, masisilaw tayo sa mga presyo eh. May mga ibang motorsiklo naman talaga kasi na hindi naman talaga kamahalan. Kaya, ayun.
So, how do people find out the market value? Magtanong
Alam mo,
kayo.
hindi porket hindi magandang test talaga yung pupunta ka sa carousel or sa Facebook, di ba? Kasi minsan,
marami nag-buy and sell doon eh.
marami nag-buy and sell doon at saka basically doon nag-inflate ang presyo eh. Normally mas maganda mag-check talaga sa mga groups, yung mga specialty groups na na mga specific doon sa model na yun. Doon mo malalaman yung mga yung mga presyohan within that
I agree
particular
with that.
circle.
I
That's
actually
great advice.
learned that recently, personally, by looking into Moto Compos. The correct prices really were in the Moto Compo, like the Philippine Moto Compo group.
And libre naman magtanong eh. Di ba? Ang dali magtanong sa mga Facebook pages. Naghahanap ako. LF, Motocompo. Di ba?
Nakakatakot to shinare ni Dong, Okay naman din, madami pa naman din daw matinong buy and sell. Ngunit,
Tax.
Mas marami pa rin ang kupal.
Ako isa lang ang isa lang ang tawag dito, yung category, hindi category, ano ba yung word doon? Isa lang ang characteristic or isa lang ang batayan. Yun, isa lang ang batayan ko. Pagdating sa mga second hand, 4,500 pababa yung presyo.
Okay.
And then magkano mo ibebenta back?
50.
Hindi, ang problema nga walang binibenta eh.
Oh yeah,
Ayun
that's
lang.
true.
Ito,
Ano pa, Johnny?
Since
speaking
we're
of,
talking about price, like one of the things I really don't like here is like how it's not standardized to the world. I mean, I understand that the Philippines is like a strange market where most special things are gray, but it's just so arbitrary here. They're like, oh, it's hard to find here, so I can sell it for however much I want, depending on how much you want it. So, like, the global appraisal of motorcycles and cars is not the same here. Everything's just like, sometimes it can get out of hand.
Oo nga.
ayun. Ay, alam mo magandang point yun Doon ko idudugtong ngayon yung aking isa pang kwento. Na hindi porket luma, maganda yung motor. Tapos hindi porket rare, mahal. Dapat talaga alam mo kung bakit mo bibilhin yung isang particular na motorsiklo. Kasi
Kaya nga rare eh, kasi wala nang may
walang,
gusto.
walang bumibili ng panahon. Hindi, kaya yung mga, lalo na sa vintage na motorsiklo, may mga ibang motorsiklong rare na talaga. Kasi talagang tupakin yung makina. Sinusukuan, di ba? Kaya ang problema, lalo na nung usong-uso tong mga retro old school, madami tayong mga kasamang mga katunay na nadala sa pagmumotor. Kasi nga, first bike mo nga naman, vintage, tapos titirik sa'yo. Paano ka doon talaga? Madadala ka doon.
Tapos,
Kaya dapat,
hindi naman pala sira, hindi ka lang talaga marunong gumamit.
Wait. I just want to acknowledge Mark's comment. Hayop sa mga outfit. Mark, hindi namin pinag-usapan to. We just turned on the camera earlier and lahat kami naka-outfit. Secondly, Jolly said that just lying by his side. He just like, oh, may you costume, and he just put it on. Like,
No, you know what the truth about Jolly is? The Jolly you're used to is the costume. This is the real Jolly.
Yan yung ginagamit niya sa OnlyFans pagkatapos ng show.
Yeah, if you
Dino,
want-
hindi
if you
ba
want
lang
any
yung outfit ko pero mainit?
Okay, so Jolly's feeling hot and bothered. If any of you have any requests for any BDSM special acts for Jolly to,
God,
Yari,
to do, put them in
Yari.
the comments.
I
Tatago
regret
ko yung
my
baseball
life.
bat.
like, why are we here?
after
So
show
your
yun.
BDSM acts that you want that you request Jolly to do, and
Again,
the
hindi
pledged
to for
price of your tip.
BDSM. Ano to? For DGR to. Kasi dapat dapper tayo eh.
Hold
Nothing's
that
more
one.
dapper than leather.
Mga leather.
Oo. Mga leather. Yung mga trip ng mga DGR.
Sure,
On
Jolly.
with the show. On with the show.
Si Bing.
Sure.
Grabe naman, Bing. Ay, ano nung Bing? Hinay lang. Wag latigo agad.
Uy, mayayari tayo ng PNA. Ginagastos natin yung oras din sa OnlyFans mo. Bakit
don't
tayo din
mind.
sa topic?
I don't mind.
Si Dino. Pulp Fiction.
Anyways, go
Okay.
on.
Sige, bak. Ikaw na.
Tapos ka na ba?
Oo, tapos na ako.
Matching
Okay.
outfit pala si Jenna at si Jolly.
What the fuck? No.
Oh, game. Number
Couples
3, number
outfit.
3.
Mark, I'll take that as a compliment, but you'll never know.
Mark,
Teka, number 3
I
na.
don't take that as a compliment.
Number
Ayun.
3 pa, number 3 pa lang
Hindi na tayo
tayo.
makausad.
13 tayo. Go.
Pre, 45 minutes na. Nakakadalawa pa lang tayo.
Okay.
Number 3. Magsama ng kaibigan na mekaniko or marunong. Bonus kung macho yung kasama mo.
Actually, that's what Buck and Jolly do for their friends.
Yep.
Yeah. I've actually been with Jolly on like checking out two secondhand motorcycles, and then he would go there and like make them run. So that's one of Jolly's specialties.
At tip lang,
Buck
kung
is a
kaya niyong
hoarder.
paandarin, huwag niyong paandarin kasi nagmamahal pag umandar.
Okay, so let me clarify that. So when you do look at a second-hand bike and matagal hindi tumakbo, magsama kayo ng malaking tao. Bakit? Para safe. Number 1. Number 2, para kung binili mo, madali sakay sa pickup.
Yun.
Number
And,
3,
Bring a friend who knows his shit. His or her shit.
Yep. And kung may pag-asa tumakbo, huwag paandarin kasi tataas yung presyo. Yun.
Oy, alam mo kung ano pa yung isang advantage na machong kaibigan ng kasama mo?
Oh.
Ano yun?
Kung matanda na yung nagbebenta, pwede niyang sayawan
Oh my God.
para malaki ang discount.
Kaya pala ang mura mo nakukuha yung mga motorsiklo mo ba?
Alam mo kung sino yung sumasayaw.
Pero, magandang
This is
ano
the
to eh.
worst motorcycle show ever.
I don't know.
In
We're
the
just
history
hanging
of
out.
motorcycle shows.
I'm fucking lazy right now. I'm just having fun and hanging out.
Pero
But
magandang segue yun sa isa mong storya na wag
Sumayaw
kang
si Bob.
wag kang tatawad.
Sumayaw ako.
Dapat in person lahat ng mga dealings natin. Lalo na sa
Yun.
second hand na
Nasa
motorsiklo.
listahan ko ba yun?
Oh, ayun yung number 6. Oh.
Parang, number 6. Mamaya natin yan, ano? O gusto mo discuss na ngayon?
Oh.
May order
hindi.
tayo eh.
Hindi.
Ba't tayo mag number 4, then number 6, then number 5? Ang gulo nyo naman.
O nga.
fuck it.
O sige, mamaya na yun.
Sige.
Basta,
Ako.
bring friends that has big muscles.
Oh.
And a big encyclopedia of knowledge.
Anong nangyari sa'yo, engineer? Hindi ko rin po alam.
He is an engineer. It's rubber. It's not leather. He's like a vintage
Hindi na
engineer.
daw nag-renew ng PRC eh.
Hindi kasi nung mga 1930s gano'n talaga yung welding mask nung panahon eh.
Yeah, with like the goggles. He's a vintage engineer right now. You guys.
Ito, kung gusto nyo ng first bike sa isang newbie na rider, wag vintage o project bike ang bilhin mong first bike. Kasi ito meron akong kaibigan, gusto talaga ng K100. Ang hirap i-maintain ng K100. Pero bumili siya, madami siyang kwarta eh. Ngayon, nung papatakbuhin na, pagbukas namin ng makina, mas maraming kalawang kaysa sa bakal sa loob. Wala na, write-off na yun. So yung problema doon, dehado siya ng 200,000. Wala siyang motor na tumatakbo. Ayaw niya magmotor.
Yeah.
Teka, parang
I
ikaw
do
yun
have
ah.
Hindi ako yun, okay. Hindi ako yun. Tumatak,
Hindi ikaw
hindi
yun?
malinis.
Wait.
Well-
I'm so distracted by Jolly's outfit. I came out with a motto for him.
What?
Ano?
BDSM. Happy to serve.
I vote for that. I trust that candidate.
Hindi,
Anyways,
pero ang problema rin kasi ng mga vintage bikes, may mga character yung mga yun eh. Kapag hindi mo umaamo sa'yo. So kung wala ka talagang, parang sabi ni Buck earlier, kung hindi ka marunong mag-wrench, hindi mo marunong pakiramdaman yung motorsiklo, which is something that comes with experience at saka mahirap ituro, mahirap, papahirapan ka talaga.
I just want to make a distinction between the
Mhm.
different markets again, right? So I've had a lot of
Mhm.
fucking headaches with an old school 80s bike, but it was not my first. I got my own first motorcycle was a cheap China bike that ran really well, and I got to ride the shit out of it. But the difference between, so you have like this romantic ideal, and maybe you've seen a lot of like young DIY motorcycle enthusiasts abroad, like in the States or in Japan or whatever. It is so common for them to get vintage bikes as their first bike and to learn how to work on them. But they have the advantage because number one, they have so many books. Number two, they have all the tools. Number three, their parts come in 2 days. So like, just manage your expectations. There is you can. I think that having a vintage bike as your first bike to learn how to wrench and to pay the tuition of your mistakes is romantic and valiant, and I actually don't discourage anyone to do that, but you got to know that it's not going to be as easy here as it is over there, even with like Caloocan and stuff. It depends on the bike, I guess. Like if you want to do
Mhm.
that, ask your friends what an easy project is. Don't get like something that's super JDM and you have to like get parts from Japan for it, and or like even the tools between like American and Japanese bikes are different, and you know but there are old school bikes here that are easy to work on. Just ask your friends what they are, and then avoid the ones you shouldn't be maybe doing as your first project. But I actually disagree with that. I disagree. I think that, you know, sure, to get your first bike like super, super reliable will make you like a better rider faster. But if you have a project bike as your first bike, it'll let you know way more about your bike mechanically than if it was just, plug and play.
But I agree with Jolly though, na parang kung unang motor mo tumitirik palagi, nakaka-dishearten, nakakawalang gana, 'di ba? Parang
Yeah.
magkano
I
ka
do
na
have
lang,
friends that have experienced
mag-Mio
that.
ka na lang muna, and then may project bike ka on the side. I mean, dapat may magagamit ka.
Yeah, or like how I did it.
Yep,
Cheap
yep.
China bike first.
And then you
Then
have that bike that you love that you can tinker with. But at the
yeah.
end of the day,
Or
there's
and
something you
then
can
learn
ride.
from. But yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next.
I
Ayun.
do.
Next. Bumili sa kakilala or kakilala ng kakilala or taga Bulacan.
Bakit taga Bulacan?
Bakit Bulacan?
Mga ani
Kasi
sa
may
mga
kasamang
taga
yema.
Bulacan.
May kasamang
Hindi
yema.
sila magsisinungaling. Kasi sila magkakakilala sila.
Uy,
Why is Bulacan
Bulacanyo
such a
ako.
magical? I have a question. Why is Bulacan such a magical place to find like old Japanese bikes? Like, what's the logistical reason behind that?
Yung ngayon,
Hindi ba,
I
di
don't
ba
know.
Malabon yun? Yung maraming
hindi,
luma.
basically Malabon, halos Bulacan na rin yan, may punto yan eh.
Why? Like,
So,
what's the
di ba
geographic
malapit
reason?
yung pier. Tapos ang mahal ng overhead dito sa Manila kung meron kang pwesto rito. Kasi lahat ng mga dito ini-import na Japanese surplus na motor andon nakapark lahat ngayon.
Okay.
Kaya yung mga Dio, yung mga
Mm.
Japanese bike, big bike na mga walang papel, andyan lahat sa Bulacan.
Pero, ang problema ng
Oh.
Bulacan, lubugin talaga Bulacan. Kaya, mataas ang chansang na yun, nabaha.
Pero talking about places where you can get good secondhand bikes, Rizal ang dami rin, di ba?
Really?
Ibang
Yeah.
kwento
Taytay,
yung
East
Rizal.
side.
Taytay.
Ibang
Oo.
usapan ng East side, oo.
Sila
May
mahilig
tire
talaga
kain
sila sa
tire,
motor.
Oo, oo. Way of
But
life.
it's not. Yeah, but it's not because they drop there. It's because like multi-generational, just
Precision.
the accumulation of the bike culture there, I
Yep,
guess.
yep.
O sabi ni
At
Nong,
saka ano,
Ilocos maraming motor.
take it away, Bak.
Kasi doon din yung entry point ng mga surplus.
Actually, oo. Nung nasa Isabela ako nun, parang tabi-tabi yung mga Dio dun eh.
We talked about this the
Daming
last
ano.
episode, I think, right? Wait, didn't I
Oo
mean
nga.
with Dong, with like Dong and Peewee and Co.
Nakwento ni Piwi yung yung isla.
Papansinin mo, pati Cebu, maraming magagandang motor. Tsaka, ano yun, yung sa Mindanao? Mingalan?
Here, I have a question. Have you ever tried buying papers legitimately for a bike that had no papers, like getting it freshly registered?
Hindi
There is no
legitimate yun.
legitimate way
Hindi legitimate yun.
of buying.
Illegal yun.
Illegal yun. Do not do that. Because you will be able to maybe register it once, but the second time you renew,
Ah.
you're
It's a
screwed.
crime.
Yep. No, you're screwed. So
So there's zero way.
unless may amnesty. But I think we go into that a little bit later. Next.
Next, Johnny.
Ayun.
Thanks,
Huwag kayong makisabay sa uso. Hindi porket uso yung isang motor o isang genre, pagtatalunan na kayo lahat doon. Kasi, for example, usong-uso ngayon yung mga retro na mga BMWs. Wala namang problema sa trip na yon. Pero, ang problema, madami akong kakilala ngayon, bumibili ng motorsiklo na kala nila rare, na sale stock. So, may mga iba bumibili, mga R60, tas hindi na pala R60 talaga, lasog-lasog
Hindi
na.
taga-Bulacan yan.
May isa pa nga, bumili ng muntik na bilhin yung BMW. Pag saan ng picture, hindi BMW yan, ano yan, Changjiang. Na yung Chinese na BM, na pinatal na yung mga badge. So, yun lang, madaming mga ganong klaseng mga traps na
I also want to add na I agree, wag na sumama sa uso kasi parang Bitcoin yan eh.
Yeah. Well, it
tumataas
depends.
yung presyo. Dati magkano yung Honda Cub? 'Di ba? Pwede ka magkano bili mo sa Honda Cub mo dati?
4-5 din.
4-5. Magkano mo nabenta?
4-5, pago.
15.
Lucky.
15. 'Di ba? And tuwang-tuwa
Tapos,
pa yung buyer.
Iba, kinuha lang yung papel, yung motor iniwan kay Bak.
Oo. Pinaship yung papel. 3 months na di pa kinukuha yung motor.
I don't know. I think that this is also like one of those instances where you really have to talk to an older person who's seen the rise and fall of trends, because there are some bikes like even if the trend is going up and up and up and you're like, fuck, I'm too late, like you can still buy it now and it'll still keep on going up. Just got to talk to the right people to get to know what they think is going to go down and what's just going to keep going up and up and up, because there are certain things like, I'm not going to name them, but
I think the
that are
Honda
still
Cup is a
worth
great example. I think because of its
Ang mahal ng
reliability,
Honda
the
Cup na
ease
yun.
of maintenance,
Oo.
and the surplus of parts, it's one of those bikes that will keep on appreciating.
Pero like, ang
Uy.
problema rin kasi ng Honda Cub Iba, historically, it's a work bike in the Philippines.
Yep.
So, karamihan
So
din
they're
ng
all
mga Honda
clapped
Cub.
out.
Oo, talagang laspag kung laspag.
Clapped out, yeah.
Clapped out.
Oy, Jolly, dagdag ko lang dun sa sa ano to, yung Changjiang na BMW. Tunay daw na BMW yon, may nag-PM sa akin. Kasi Beijing Motor Works yun.
Oh my god.
Uy, ito true story yun, hindi ako nagbibiro. Nung nasa auto house ako, may tao galing sa probinsya. Di ko alam kung saan probinsya. Basta talagang shinip pa talaga nila yung R50 daw para i-restore. Dinala sa auto house. Kasi wala pang ano eh, wala pa namang mga Rapali Classics. Hindi pa uso talaga retro doon.
Wala pang
Dinala sa
internet.
BMW. Pagbukas namin nung kahon, yung mga iba ko namang kasamang colleagues, hindi pa naman talaga nakakita ng /2 na BMW. So, pinabaklas namin. Tapos pagbaba ng transmission, ano yung Changjang? Oh!
Wow. Wild. I don't even know about this. What is this Chanjiang BMW
Okay,
thing
so
going on?
two
Ah,
points.
de.
Explain.
Wait. 2 points. One,
Sige.
when Jolly was an engineering student, to give everyone a background who don't know, he interned in BMW, so he was able to work on bikes. So that he's got BMW street cred.
Na nakaganyang mask.
BMW street.
And that credibility
Boss,
is
schedule
completely
natin,
gone
boss.
after this episode. The second thing,
Anong
Is
wala
that-
street cred? Plus street cred.
um, the second thing is that in World War II, so you had Germany bordering Russia, right? And they made the BMW bikes. Those were awesome. Yung mga nakikita mo sa Indiana Jones. So the Russians, they copied it, right? They copied these motorcycles because they were indestructible. They were awesome. Russia also had a border with China, right? And the Chinese dudes, they were like, whoa, that's a great bike. It's beautiful. It's rugged. So they copied it. So the Changjiang is a copy of a copy of a copy.
When did
Hindi,
Chanjiang
ano
start?
yan? Ano ko yan, Iba? Ano ko lang onte, yung kwento. Medyo
this
tama
first
naman yung
class
kwento mo.
with Jolly
Yeah.
Alarcon.
When,
It's
when
to
did
kasi
when
yun.
did they do that?
Changjang, ano yan, 60s, nagsimula.
60s.
So there's still
Yung-
heritage there.
Hindi, pero ito kasi yung kwento noon. Yung
Hindi, kasi
Yung
mas gusto ni Jolly yung...
before the war, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, hindi sila magkaaway, ally sila actually. May non-aggression sila. Ginawa nila, yung military motorcycle ng BMW noon is yung Zundap tsaka yung BMW na R75. Iba yung /5 na R75 ngayon.
Okay.
Yung panggera na R75. Pero gusto bilhin ng Russia yung R75. Pero naisip kasi ng German sa parang masyadong maganda yung bike na to para ibenta. It's a perfect bike. Ang binenta sa Russia yung yung reject
Oh,
basically
no.
na BMW
What was that?
na R30 something blah blah blah. Ano yan? Basta they sold the Russians a reject. Parang hindi tinanggap ng Wehrmacht yung bike na yon. So yun yung minamass produce ng Russians. Then nung nalaman ng mga Russians sa parang tayo na medyo bulok pala yung bike na to, binigay tuloy sa mga Chinese. Yun yung naging Changjang. It's a copy of a copy of a copy of a reject. Pero yung mga Ural ngayon, yun yung kopya nung R75 na maganda talaga nung Germans, nung gera. Kasi after the war,
Okay.
literal kinuha nung yung Soviets, kinuha nila yung
Yung
factory nung
factory, eh.
BMW. Talagang dinala sa
Parang
Urals.
Ano nyo ha?
Thanks, King.
Binigyan
Ganda to, ah.
nyo ako
I didn't know
ng
that. Thank you
pangit
guys
na
so
motor.
much for teaching me something new today. I never knew
Nakawin
about
namin factory niya.
Chanjiang.
Also, on a side note, on my honeymoon with Grace, we actually got 3 of those bikes,
Yung
and we
Changjang
followed
yun, di
the
ba?
Great Wall,
Na tricycle.
riding and visited like yung mga small remote Chinese villages. Those are awesome bikes. I love that bike.
Huwag ka lang umasa na matulin.
Oh, hindi talaga. Tricycle yun eh.
Kailan naging matuloy?
Pero ano yan? At saka isa pa, madaming nagbebenta ng so-called mga vintage na sidecar, tapos yung pala mga Ural na sidecar. Original German sidecar, yung pala Ural.
Nilalagay nila original na German.
Madami as in parang
Pero
siguro
vintage naman
3 beses
talaga.
na ako naka-experience ng ganun. Bumili ng kala-orig na BM Changjang pala. Tsaka
Well, I
hindi
know-
lang to sa BM may mga napepeke din sa Honda. Yung mga
I know,
CX500, yung pala CX650, yung mga ganun.
Next.
Next.
This is not a collector story, but I have 2 friends who bought like 90s 4-bangers and 1 cylinder wouldn't
Mhm.
fire.
Oh,
So watch
Oh,
out for four-cylinder Japanese bikes from like the late 80s and early mid
ayun,
90s.
yun na yung
hindi
next na na
tip yun
number.
dapat,
Ay,
Jenna.
ah.
Ang
Ay.
4-cylinder, hindi dapat tunog Harley.
You guys anticipated this.
Wala na, sinabi mo na eh.
Oh. No, I mean like so everyone has stories of their friends getting like four bangers and one cylinder's not firing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
madaming pupunta sa garage ko, Jenna, na parang mayabang pa. Uy, ang ingay ng pipe po. Sabi ko, palyado yung
there's
bike mo.
something wrong.
Hindi kaya, ang matcha yung tunog. No, it's not supposed to sound that way. Okay, next.
O next, ikaw na.
Ikaw na. Ako na eh. Ako yung huli.
Hindi, sinabi na ni Jenna eh.
Yung ano?
I-test ride
Ako ulit?
mo yung
Sige.
motor.
Okay. Ayun. Test ride ba yung bike?
Kung palyado o hindi. O next.
Bye, Ibba.
Ito. Wala namang uso kasi isa pang usong-uso talaga is custom bikes eh. Ang problema ng custom bikes, kinostom yan dun sa preference ng dating may-ari. So, yung problem nan madalas, it won't suit yung buyer. If ever man gusto mo talagang bilhin, dadaan ko ulit sa process ng parang recustomization para bumagay sa'yo yung bike. So, ingat kayo sa pagbili ng custom.
Yeah, and I think that the buyers of custom bikes, if you're new to motorcycling, if the seller sells his custom bike for super expensive because he totaled all of the mods on it, that's wrong. Because there are times when, I mean, like when you customize a bike, depending on what you do to it, it can actually, you can't sell it for as much as you put in. And everyone I know who customizes their bikes knows this. Like they'll pour thousands of dollars into their custom bikes and they're already like, yeah, when I sell this, I definitely won't be able to get my money back, because they know that there are times where customization can actually like not necessarily devalue a bike, but they just won't make it back. So
Uy,
don't if you're selling your custom bike, don't expect to make your money back. If you're buying a custom bike, don't just throw money at whatever because the previous owner's like, yeah, but I spent this and this and this and this and this. Nope.
That's a good point, Jenna. Isa rin problem sa mga gustong mag-restore. It is possible, pero sobrang taas ng chance. Chances are, if you're going to restore a bike, you're going to spend more than what that actual bike is worth.
Depends on the find, right?
Sabi
Depends
nga
on the
ni
find.
Nong, no, it's better to buy a base bike na kayo mismo ang magko-customize.
Agree. Completely
Galing talaga ni Nong.
agree. Yeah.
Dapat to, may sariling party list. Nong motorcycle party list. Oh, di ba?
Ikaw, Bak.
Ako na?
Nahirapan ako huminga sa mask ko na to.
Eto, dito kayo mag-ingat kapag sinabihan na kayo na, Sir, umaandar po yan bago natambak. Kasi lahat ng motor umaandar bago natambak. So most likely, kaya yan tinambak kasi either nag-overheat,
Problema.
pumalya, o may nangyaring hindi natin alam.
Actually, nakakainis yun tuwing sinasabi yun. Nung tinago po yan, umaandar yan. Tapos makikita mo yung makina, nilulumot na.
Lahat ng motor umaandar po pag tinambak.
Ito, may magandang nag-share nung kanyang kwento galing kay Mikey. Na
Ang
from a
haba
perspective ng newbie casual rider na hindi mechanically inclined. Kung wala kang family or friends na enthusiasts or gearheads, at hirap talaga magka-baseline na kahit anong knowledge when getting into bike, start from scratch at sariling aral sikap talaga. Kasi at least sa current times, bihira na lang maturo practical mechanical skills by default. Tapos swertihan na lang may makilala ka na madali to learn from. Kasi basic esoteric, ano yun? Sobrang esoteric minsan ng dating ng mga moto and other hobbies.
Hindi ko
Anong
Okay
alam.
ibig
naman din
sabihin
yun.
ng esoteric?
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi ko
Kaya nga
na
tumigil na ako basahin nung
Ayoko na
nabasa
rin
ko.
alam.
Hi,
yan.
Mikey.
Jenna, anong ibig sabihin ng esoteric?
It's an adjective intended for or likely to
It's
be
like
understood
super
by only a small amount of
niche.
people.
Super niche. Yeah.
So, mas niche pa sa niche.
Oh.
Sumakit ulo
Pero-
ni Jenna sa atin, no?
Ako rin eh.
Oh.
Nahirapan. Hindi, pero isa rin, problema rin kasi sa mga, madalas ko na experience na sa mga online community forums. Madami ring mga nagpapakaguru-guru pero hindi mali yung mga pinapahayag nila. Maraming false
Yeah,
prophets.
but right, like in forums, they get called out sometimes. Like there's usually a debate when those, when those don't know it alls get all loud and stuff. There's always, well, you got to read the whole thread. Read the whole thread.
Ay, may
Sa
magandang
ano?
tanong
Sa,
si What
Yo.
are the ground rules for buying and selling? Can everyone test ride or test ride only before paying? Ako,
ayan.
I don't know if it's a
Weird.
hard and fast rule, but you gotta ride the bike, man. I mean, medyo ridiculous kung hindi ka pwede mag-test ride ng motor.
Yeah, but how do you
Oh,
prevent
labo
the test rider from stealing the bike? Do you how does that work?
Magdala ng machong kaibigan.
Mag-iwan ka ng hostage.
No, I'm
Hindi,
serious
pero
about that. Serious question.
from a seller's perspective din, nakakakaba minsan na may pupuntang kung sino-sino. Tapos parang, uy, pa-test ride. Di ba? Medyo, di mo kilala yun eh.
Well, this show is for the buyers. So,
Oh,
wala
sorry.
akong pasok sa seller. Di ba? Problema nila yun. Pero kung ako
Simple
bibili,
lang.
kailangan ko i-test ride yun.
Oo nga.
Simple lang yung sagot ni Mike ko. You break it, you buy it. Oo nga
And
naman.
that's why yung point number 1, magdala ka ng macho
Na kaibigan.
na
Na
kaibigan.
kaibigan.
Kasi minsan baka ma-double cross ka. Kaibigan pala yun ng seller. Dan, dan, dan.
And
Kung kaibigan ng seller yan na sumama sa'yo, kumikita yan.
Oo. May,
SOP
007,
yan.
no? Oo.
when I bought my first highway legal bike, I had my friend Paolo Araspaco Chaga ride it to my house. Because I wasn't confident. So yeah, they're bringing big friends is handy.
Totoo pala yun.
What?
Next.
Totoo pala
Invento ko
yun.
lang yun eh.
Next. Pang ilan na to?
Next. Asa na ba tayo,
Ako na ba?
Johnny? Ikaw na. Yung
Ako na.
papers.
Ito importante, i-double check nyo yung papel. Hindi porket quote-unquote clean papers.
Yun.
Malinis yun talaga. So, i-consider mo muna, i-consider mo
Matching
yung location. So, saan nakarehistro? Saan yung mother file? Kasi parang ito si Bak, dati, bumili ng DT100, may papers daw, pero nag-amazing race ka pa sa di ba? Saan yun? Sa Laguna?
Hindi. Ano yun? Ngayon naman, naka-centralize na lahat ng mga papel-papel na ganyan. Dati kasi, wala pang computer. Doon yun yung problema doon.
It was LTC, right?
Yung nabili ko, walang papel pero merong plaka. So, pupunta ka muna sa NCR para kunin mo yung kung saan yung plaka na inisyu na yon. Pag nalaman mo na, pupunta ka dun sa branch, Pagdating sa branch, di nila alam kung anong papagawa kasi never silang naggumawa ng ganun sa buhay nila. So, babalik ka na naman sa NCR, tatanong mo kung anong gagawin para magkapapel ka. Tapos, babalik ka na naman doon sa branch, nasunog yung branch. Kukuha ka ng papel na certification na nasunog yung branch.
Are you talking in hypotheticals or did this happen to you?
Oh, nangyari yan. 3 months and 20,000.
Wow. You must
Pero,
have been
nabili-
really committed.
Magkano mo nabili yung bike?
2.5.
So, ako may kwento rin ako. So, going back to yung Honda Club ko, love that bike. But it turns out, it used to be owned by a company. So, ang daming mga papel, di ba?
Oo, isa pa yan.
So, legit siya, pero it was owned by a company. So, to have the papers turned over to me cleanly and completely na sa pangalan ko, gumastos ako na parang 14,000.
Para sa motorcycle
I never-
binigay sa'yo.
Oh, kasi maraming mga lumang deed of sale na kailangan i-update. Alam mo yon, yung mga, kasi marami
Pero,
ng turnover.
Yung company na yan na pinagbilhan mo, it's still existing pa rin siya.
Parang hindi na yata eh. Parang so maraming
Problema yun, pag
headache.
ganun.
Kasi
But-
iba pang problema yun, di ba? Kapag nalugi na yung company.
Oo,
Did you-
but
did you
legit
try
yung
to-
papers.
You tried to
Legit
do
yung
this
papers.
yourself?
Madugo lang.
Yep, we did.
We
Well,
always
hirap.
try and do our papers ourselves.
Isa pa dyan, i-check nyo kung yung papel na yon para sa bike na yon talaga.
Yon.
Kasi
Anak ng...
minsan, ibang papel pala yung binigay sa'yo.
Yeah, numbers.
Bumili ng Helix yung papel pang VFR.
What?
Sino yan?
Wait a minute. You mean you have VFR papers?
VFR ba? Oh, VFR yun yung kay, itagan sa pangalang Hindi ko alam.
Ano na si pangalang?
Wag mo na sabihin, pucha.
Wait, so that guy can buy a paperless gray market VFR and use those papers. That's what you're
Wag
saying.
mo na, we do not.
Ano,
Hmm.
illegal
That's
yun.
not okay.
Hindi natin inaano yun. Hindi natin tinotolerate ang illegal.
Bad yun, bad.
Bad yun, bad yun.
Okay.
Kaya nga
Sorry,
nandito
guys.
ang show na to para paalala sa atin ang mga mistakes natin
Oo.
para sa
Sorry.
mga listeners natin. Yo.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, HPG hindi kami nagsabi
Pero kung
yan. Idea na yan. Si Jenna yun.
No, that was a terrible idea.
Wait,
Yun.
si Nico, may kaibigan tayo na one of the good cops is watching. Huliin kayo.
Sorry.
Tsaka si PO1 Perer, nanonood din niya yun.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Ito.
Next.
I-check.
Next.
Dito pa tayo sa topic ng papers. Check nyo kung nakapangalan
Okay.
si seller. Kasi
Oh.
minsan parang parang open deed of sale na parang pangatlong lipat na, pangatlong pasa na.
Yep. Na-faded na yung ID ng unang may-ari. Yung mga
Ang hassle dyan, kapag kunyari
hassle.
kulang ng pirma,
Mhm.
o isa lang yung ID, ngayon hahanapin mo ngayon yung may-ari.
Or expired na yung ID.
Ay, di
Si-
ba may
I
kinan
went-
tayo?
I went
Jolly?
through that.
Pinuntahan
I went
pa
through
natin
that.
sa Marikina. Tapos parang patay na yung mayari.
Patay na yung
Yeah, I
may-ari.
went through that. I went through that open deed of sale, blah 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 blah, dead.
Si
So, ako,
si
as a
ito mas
rule of
malala.
thumb, better to deal with the papered owner.
Ito mas malala. Meron tayong tropa, bumili ng Vespa sa probinsya. Tapos, yung seller, parang, talagang literal, parang pinabili lang. So, may papers pero malabo yung owners. Ngayon, yung tropa natin na yun, hinanap sa Manila yung may-ari. Nahanap niya. Sabi niya, Napunta niya parang, "Sir, may Vespa kayong ano ata binenta dati nakapangalan sa inyo kasi tina-transfer ko yung papel baka po pwedeng humingi ng magpapirma ng deed of sale." Yung yung nahanap niyang tao, "Ha? Wala akong maalalang binebentang Vespa, di ko pipirmahan yan, no?" Ayun.
Oh, yun. So that adds to what Dino Ocampo said. When you buy a bike, you're also buying the seller. I wouldn't buy a nice bike from a dodgy seller. Oh, so reputation then,
Oh.
'di ba? Kahit hindi sila buy and sell, kung medyo nakakaduda-dudang tao, um, huwag ka na bumili doon, 'di ba?
Guys, hubarin ko yung mask ko. Nahihilo na ako eh.
Don't you like
Hindi
that
ko pa
feeling, Jolly, though? Isn't that what you're chasing?
Yung mag-pass out.
Kala ko ang init, puta.
Right, I like how he just completely ignored that. Anyways, moving on.
Next na ba tayo tapos ka na, Jolly?
Next.
Oo, ikaw na.
Eto, usapang presyo. Huwag kayong tatawad sa online. Kasi marami sa atin, magsa-search sa internet, use Honda Dio, use Yamaha Virago, ganyan. Tapos, unan yung bungad, sasabihin mo, negotiable ba yan, sir? Baka pwedeng 20,000 na lang. Kung ikaw seller, mabuburat sa'yo yun. Hindi ka nakakausapin. Dapat, kapag nakikipag-usap sa seller online, unang-una mo sasabihin, good morning. Para
Good vibes.
Good vibes ka
Good
agad.
vibes, politeness.
I'm very interested in your beautiful bike. Max, bubula-bulahin mo ngayon.
In your beautiful bike, sir.
Saan ko
Ganun.
pwede i-check out? Saan ang address? Para serious ka agad yung yung dating. Can I get your phone number so we can exchange some correspondence?
You don't like HM?
Oo. Kasi, pag gusto mong tumawad ka pag babayaran mo na nandun ka na. Sa
Correct.
actual na
Pag
unit.
hawak mo na yung presyo, mas madali. Pag hawak mo yung pera, mas madaling tumawad.
At saka kausap mo na personal yung face to face yung tawag dito, seller.
You want to build a human connection.
Hindi yung mag-i-inquire ka sa online, HM po, pwedeng 5,000 na lang. Hindi ka re-replyan yan.
Yeah, that's true.
Agree. That's great advice.
Ayun.
Next.
Ito, malaking bagay kung malaman mo yung service history ng isang motorsiklo. Pero kasi hindi naman porket
Jolly.
hindi kailangan kasa. Malaking bagay na kasi kung alam ko sino yung gumawa or saan pinagawa.
That doesn't even apply in the Philippines at all, much at all.
Hoy, hindi. I beg to disagree, Miss Jenna.
Really?
Oo, may nabili akong ganyan. Naka-folder lahat, pati resibo ng mga pyesa. Honest?
Wow.
Oo! Ang galing! Nagulat ako.
That's
Pero
really
nasa Philippines
cool.
yan.
Yep. And
I'm
then
impressed.
one of our guests, I think it was Dino, Dino Santos. If you buy a bike from him, he gives you all of these big crates with all the stock parts. Everything is documented.
Dino.
So you can bring it back to stock
If you want.
So, I mean, those are the people that you want to buy bikes from. And I don't mind paying a premium, right?
Yeah.
Buying from those guys.
Tinatago nila yung parts na yun.
It's easier.
I'm surprised Dino was sold something. I wonder what you're talking about.
Ano kayang bike yun? Yung curiosity.
Don't say it!
Don't
say it.
Bakit? Ano bang advantage kapag merong service history? Engineer, Jolly.
Kasi alam mo, may mga iba talagang mga entities na notorious sa pagsisira ng mga motorsiklo.
Oh,
Okay.
jolly. Oh, dear.
Hindi, seryoso. Blip. Pero alam mo na kapag sabi mo, saan mo to minintain? Mine-maintain ni Mang Julibert. Alam mo nang yari tayo doon. Like yung di ba yung nung kasama ko si Jojo, kasama ko si Jenna, nung chinek natin yung Black Bomber, nakita agad natin yung Black Bomber may tatak ni Mang Dorian. Si Mang Dorian, yun mekaniko ng mga sagit-sit yun medyo legendary mechanic yun So, may na agad tayo. Alam natin agad na parang, binuksan na yung bike, pero binuksan ng tama. Malaking bagay yun sa peace of mind nung buyer. Pero pag alam natin ginawa ni nung sino-sino lang.
Yeah. And then actually, it's not even just like yung mga tabi-tabi. There are infamous commercial institutions that don't really do bikes well.
Meron ako, kapitbahay ko.
No comment. Maganda rin speaking of comments, maganda rin yung sinabi ni Gilly. I appreciate a seller who starts with full disclosure. Like full service records or the fork seal is beginning to leak. There's no perfect second-hand bike. Right?
Yun.
So if the person comes out and he says, you know what, you're going to need to adjust the brakes, you're going to need to bleed them, or when I hit a certain RPM, you're going to have that checked. And that's why it's good from buying from somebody you know. Kasi they're more honest, diba? Sasabihin nila yung problema para hindi masunog yung relationship. Again, human connection is important.
Yan. Ito tama pa to. Sabi din ni Mark Song tsaka ni Mikey. Yung mga PM is the key. Red flag.
Kadalasan yung PM is the key na yan, hindi kanila yung bike.
Pinapataas ang presyo yan.
Para meron silang makickback. Ganyan yan.
Parang kung may nagpo-for sale ng, for example, 100,000 ng motorsiklo, sinisave yung yung kinaka-copy-paste yung mga picture, popost ng sariling ad. Tapos iintayin hanggang magmahal.
Kakausap kong ng multiple na buyer, kung sino may pinakamataas na umuoo, doon niya ibebenta. Mga kupal yung mga yan Kaya pag
Are there any
horror naman to sa mga sellers? Para sa mga sellers naman, kung magpo-post kayo, lagyan nyo ng presyo.
Lagyan mo ng watermark.
Oo.
Yung mga picture. Madaming, sino yan? Yung may nagbenta ng custom bike, tapos screen grab sa website ni Tokwa.
Yung kinomenta
really?
Kinomenta ni Tokwa na,
meron.
uy, bike po namin yan.
Amin po yan.
I remember I saw that.
Wow, ang galing naman. Ikaw pala nakabili ng bike namin.
Sira ulo.
Next.
May next pa ba?
Wala na.
Yun yata yung last.
Ibba NordVPN.
And wala sa akin yung script. Tinatamad ako. Bak, ikaw na.
Okay. So ako na lang.
Ako muna. Ikakwento ko lang muna. Kasi ganito. Yung natin, pababa na ng pababa yung mga cases ng COVID. So nagbukas na ng economy ang ating bansa. So kailangan namin pumunta ng Globe. Mabilis talagang internet ng Globe . Tapos punta ako sa Magnolia, Robinson's Magnolia. Aba, ang ganda nung showroom ng OGAWA Philippines doon. Yung mga massage chair na magaganda, meron silang malaking showroom doon. Nung nakita ko yung showroom nila, hindi pa ako pumapasok ng showroom, parang nare-relax na kagad yung katawan ko. Kaya kung
itsura pa lang,
stress ka sa buhay, stress ka na sa kakaisip kung anong bike ang bibilin mo, pumunta ka na lang muna sa Magnolia Robinsons, dun sa third floor, meron doon OGAWA showroom. Kumuha ka ng OGAWA, magpamasahe ka para ma-relax ang iyong katawan. Because health
roll
is wealth.
OBP. Roll OGAWA.
May delay.
Opening
Muntik
billboard
na
yun,
ma-perfect, na-delay pa.
closing billboard yun eh.
Oh,
Pero
galing.
alam nyo, tayo, nag-iingat tayo sa pagbibili ng mga second hand kasi maraming ang peligro. Alam nyo yung pag-surf sa internet, delikado din yan. Kaya nag-partner kami sa NordVPN through Podmetrics para protektado tayo sa
parang
internet.
ito yung machong kaibigan.
Oo, ang NordVPN, parang ito yung machong kaibigan na dadalhin mo pag tumitingin ka ng second hand na motorsiklo.
That's awesome.
Oo. Meron tayong napakalupit na promo ngayon na meron tayong 73% off na pinamimigay dun sa 2-year plan plus 4 months free. Pag ginamit mo ang link dun sa comment section. Tapos, gamitin mo ang code na TNR, all small letters, bago ka mag-checkout. Andali maalala, di ba? Kaya, meron din 30-day money-back guarantee. So, sign up na kayo sa NordVPN para meron kayong machong kasama sa pag-surf ng internet ngayon.
Nax! Sa,
Raffle na!
i-mention ko
What
lang
is-
pala.
what's
Teka.
getting
Yung
raffled?
kaibigan kong macho,
Ito.
si ano yan? Si Gilbert Chansey. Hello, Gilbert. Galing
Ayun.
yan si Gilbert. Ano yan? Bodyguard / negotiator / mascot.
Anyways, good luck to everyone looking to get a secondhand bike, whether you want to save money or get a project or start your collection. Good luck.
We hope
Ayun.
that our list helps you to guide your life.
Yeah.
What he
Exactly.
Okay,
said.
raffle!
Raffle na.
Teka,
Yeah.
sino nanalo sa atin? Apat?
So we're gonna. Oh yeah, I who cares? I think it's Jolly.
Oh, si Jolly
Obviously
yun.
si Jolly. Si Jolly yung
Ano
I
yun?
think it was Jolly. I agree.
And
Unanimous
then
decision.
what we're raffling off is a OtterBox case.
Hatterbox.
All right, spin that wheel.
Dat pala sumali
Ayun,
ako.
Malakino says, tunay na rider yung may suot na black condom, si Jolly.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Uy.
Michael Ong. You won.
Alam mo,
Hatterbox case.
Uy, may
Kulay
sound
na
effects
rider din.
tayo.
ano?
Narinig
Oo nga.
mo yun? May clapping?
Brought to you by
Ako yun.
PNA. Ikaw ba yun?
Hindi. Joke lang.
Hindi.
Ang galing.
Yung ano
Ngayon ko
yun?
lang narinig yun.
Oo.
Yung
Salamat sa
tabyolo
NordVPN.
yun. Gulo.
Ano yung show natin next week?
Hindi
Wala
ko
pa.
alam. Wala pa.
Let's just
Ay!
Oo,
teka
invite
lang.
natin. Yung
Sa mga
vlogger.
bumibili... wait lang, may papahabol lang ako, nakakalimutan ko. Sa mga bumibili kasi ng mga second-hand bikes, medyo kahit ano naman ganong kagaling ang mekaniko natin, medyo mataas ang chance natin tumirik sa gitna ng di ko alam.
Kalsada.
Kalsada, kalye. Sa village kasi walang ganyan.
Hindi, meron tayong meron tayong
Nasa
tropa kasi
oxygen,
na
hangin kulang yata yung oxygen.
meron tayong Hindi, pre, masakit talaga yung ulo ko.
But you
Sumakit yung
like-
ulo ko.
He likes
Sumakit yung
it,
ulo ko.
guys.
May konting
Sumakit yung ulo.
high.
Hindi, meron tayong bagong kaibigan kasi na nagtayo ng bagong negosyo, yung bike butler sa mga di nakakaalam. So, yung mga,
Yun.
Butler.
Oo. sa
Oh,
mga
Sportster
tumitirik
S.
dyan, ano yan, aircon. Aircon yung air condition yung motorsiklo mo pag sinakay dyan sa kanilang van. hindi mabibilad sa
Hey,
araw at hindi
You
mababasa.
know the owner of
Hindi
this because I saw
mapapawisan.
the sponsor ad for this and I screenshotted it because I was like, I could always use it.
So yeah, the owner
Yep,
is
yeah.
a
You
good
guys
friend
know
of
them.
the show. Maybe we
One
can
of the
invite him
ano,
next week to talk about Bike Butler.
Oo nga,
Anyways,
no?
it's funny because like obviously targeted to people like me, probably targeted targeted
You know what?
Jenna,
screenshot.
ano kasi, si Dino kasi, madalas na suki na yun kay Bak na nagpapato. Eh, namamahalan yata kay Bak eh. Nagtayo-tayo ng sariling ano.
I feel you. I feel you.
Why don't we
Parang-
know? Why don't we follow up our show with more horror stories? What to do if you break down?
Oh my
tapos
gosh.
invite natin si Dino
Yeah, yeah.
mag-guest, di ba?
Moto breakdown stories next week on Tunay na Rider.
Mark, gusto mo ng matching top and bottom? I can arrange that.
Dino, mag-guest ka.
OnlyFans. It costs, Mark.
Pero susuotin mo sa DGR ah.
Oh, sabi ni Dino, tama daw, oh.
Rebak,
Nag-compute
regarding
siya.
Bak.
Parang, 1 year, makakabili na ako ng van na to.
All right.
Ano ba?
Meron
Ano ba?
Usapang breakdown. Next week.
Usapan breakdown.
Really?
Yung poster,
Oh my
yung poster natin
goodness.
si Ibba na parang naka.
Well, Mark McCulley. Wait. Mark McCulley. Something during DGR, like his bike dropped something. I forgot what it was.
Wait. May paparaffle pa ba tayo? Wala na, di ba?
Wait. Ginagamit ni Mark yung bike ko nung DGR ah. Anong nahulog?
No, not this recent one. Like
Yes.
a couple years ago.
Wait, sandali. May paparaffle pa ba tayo?
Wala na, naubos
Ay,
na yata.
meron!
Si Jolly talaga, oh.
Kulang talaga.
Kulang
Oxygen.
na oxygen.
Ito Protect ko. Kaya hindi nangangamoy yung mask ko kahit araw-araw ko suot kasi may Protect sa loob.
Oh my god!
Wow, galing. Deodorizer.
Holy shit.
All right, spin that wheel.
Oh, may sound effects na talaga yung tambiola natin.
Ang galing.
Pumapalakpak pa
Wala
nga.
ng sponsor.
Lumagpas.
Ivan
Oh,
Claudio.
Mark McCulley said the card fell off, spilled fuel everywhere on the R100.
Hindi sa akin yun. Kay Mark yun. Okay lang yun.
All right, and that was Tunay na Riders Moto Horror Secondhand Buying episode. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bahaha.
Happy Halloween.
Bye.
Blah.
Salamat sa PNA.
Blah.
Pop Socket Atterbox Iwasa.
There was one time I had to get my bike towed from NLEX
Bukas
to
kaya.
Alabang.
Bukas kaya Ride Manila sa itong November 1 and 2. Parang magandang mamili ng helmet
Oo
Hey,
nga.
why don't we raffle Bike Butler voucher?
Yes. Dino, pwede.
Can I
Oh, nga,
join? I wanna join.
5,000 pesos discount.
I don't
Kasama
have
yung
a
host.
pickup.
Hindi na sumagot si
Thank you,
Dino.
Podcast Network Asia.
Hindi na.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Sorry about that.